And you know, I broadened it out from social media to internet because I have on my list of 4chan, 8chan. Those were platforms that I was less familiar with. I mean, is that where you find terrorists? Is that where you find... I don't know anything about these platforms. What can you tell us?
Well, not always. I mean, it enables people to post anonymously, essentially. They're kind of like image boards. And he had been posting on those platforms quite a bit. But it's also, I mean, it's a sort of strange part of internet culture. And you look at the manifesto that the gunman put out, and it contains memes, it contains kind of obscure reference to various parts of the internet culture, which I think we're generally not many of us are that familiar with. Certainly, it's not the kind of standard white supremacist playbook that we've seen in past attacks, but it seems to me to be something that law enforcement and politicians and officials are going to have to be increasingly aware of and increasingly familiar with.
Well, and I know Facebook has released exclusively to us at Fox News some notes on its community standards. And so these social media platforms are certainly addressing some of the issues, and I'm certain federal authorities and international authorities will want to ask them. Before I go on with anything like that, though, we know that we have reports there in New Zealand of them looking out for other sites. I don't know if that's precautionary within that country. That's what we're doing here. But talk to me about what they would be looking for inside that country that got hit today.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely will be precautionary. We often see terror levels raised in the immediate aftermath of very serious attacks, and New Zealand has raised its previously low terrorist alert to a higher one. I think it's an abundance of caution. Obviously, after an event like this, you're always concerned, especially with the way that the attack was broadcast. You're concerned, very much concerned, about copycat attacks, people that are inspired by this sick attack to carry out something similar. Understandably, New Zealand's authorities are very concerned about that potential. It's why not only do we need to have an awareness of what exactly is going on in the internet with this kind of ideology, but also intelligence sharing and law enforcement and intelligence agencies level between New Zealand and its allies, which is fortunately very good, and that cooperation should obviously continue.
All right. Robin Simcox, with your expertise today, we are appreciative. Thank you.
Thank you.
This Fox News Alert, as the